Ah, the sweet sound of leveling up. Our hero just bagged some EXP, looking like he's been through a rough patch. Not only did he get some EXP, but there's a promise of an extra bonus for spicing up the storyline by the mysterious Constellatio project. Enter our battle-worn protagonist, chillin' on the snowy ground with a look that screams, "I need a nap." His clothes are ripped, and the snowflakes around him add to the drama. The dude's breathing heavily, probably because fighting is more exhausting than he anticipated, his hands clutching something tight. His face is blurred like a mystery wrapped in an enigma, but the huffing and puffing continue. And there's his hand, bruised and battered, gripping a sword like it's the last slice of pizza at a party. The whole scene changes to a darker vibe, full of suspense. Blood stains the ground like a bad horror movie. What's this? The hero's back, surrounded by a sinister aura, looking up at something or someone covered in blood. Looks like a robe, soaked in blood. Whatever this is, it's about to get real. Meet our brooding protagonist. His face is shadowed with tension, reflecting a mix of determination and maybe a sprinkle of regret. He seems to be in the thick of something serious, and it's not just the usual Monday blues. Boom, reality check time. Our guy is staring wide-eyed, realizing with dramatic flair that this is no dream. Nope, all this chaos is as real as it gets. The action heats up as our hero recalls his first blink and first battle. We're talking high stakes here, folks. He's diving into danger like a pro, or maybe just a desperate dude trying to stay alive. As the dust settles, things get darker. Our hero stands amidst the aftermath of a battle, facing the grim reality of murder. It's a rough ride, and he's caught in the storm. Looking worse for wear, our hero is cloaked in a tattered coat, bearing the scars of his fight. He appears both exhausted and resolute, ready to face whatever comes next. Close-up time. Our protagonist's eyes reveal a mix of fatigue and focus, scanning the horizon. His battered but not beaten, still holding on to his will to survive. White space stretches out, giving us a moment to breathe before the next revelation. Boom, the confession drops like a bomb. I killed a person to survive. Heavy stuff, folks. Our hero is grappling with the weight of his choices. The title card rolls in, fancy and glittering, marking the start of another chapter in this wild journey. The chapter number arrives, setting the stage for what's next in this saga. Back to the gritty reality. Our hero stands, his coat stained and worn, ready for what... It's a chilly scene with snow falling everywhere, and there's a lone figure standing on a snow-covered cliff. The guy is exhaling deeply, with a ha, suggesting he's either tired or relieved to be breathing in the cold air. The scene shifts a bit, and the character's inner monologue kicks in. He's thinking about leaving the place for now, probably because it's too harsh, or maybe he just needs a break from the madness. The snow keeps falling, and the atmosphere is heavy, like something big is about to happen or has just happened. It's quiet, just the sound of snowflakes hitting the ground. Finally, we get a glimpse of the guy's face. He seems thoughtful, maybe a bit melancholic. He's got that "I need a coffee" vibe going on with his tousled hair and tired eyes. He's wearing a rugged coat, splattered with what seems to be blood, or maybe he's just been rolling around in the mud. Either way, this dude's been through some rough stuff. Wait, what's this? He suddenly stops, and there's a hint of surprise or realization. Could it be that he's forgotten something important, or maybe he's sensed danger lurking? The camera pans in closer, revealing a bloodied shoulder. His eyes are intense, like he's analyzing something or someone. He's not your average Joe, that's for sure. He seems to be pondering something, his face showing a mix of curiosity and concern. There's a hanging in the air, like he's solving a riddle or questioning reality. His inner thoughts reveal a bitter aftertaste from whatever's been going down. But hey, he's got to be realistic because he's flat broke. Money troubles in the middle of a snowstorm? Classic. Aha moment. He's found something, probably checking out his pockets or a bag, but whatever it is, it's going to change his day. Jackpot. Dude's found a stash of coins, around 2 million credits. That's got to be a relief, like finding a $20 bill in your old jeans. He's calculating the worth, thinking it's approximately 2 million won. Better than nothing, right? It's like finding treasure when you really need it. The scene opens with our hero standing amidst a snowy landscape, looking rather pensive. His face is smeared with dirt, and his clothes have seen better days. Clearly, he's been through some rough patches. As he surveys the icy wilderness, he mutters, "Now the problem is," as he gazes at the massive, jagged ice formations before him. Amidst the howling wind and swirling snow, the icy shards seem to dance around, creating an eerie yet mesmerizing spectacle. The icy wind continues to whip around, carrying with it the sharp shards of frozen water, creating an almost ethereal scene. The snow blankets the ground, and the sound of the wind is the only thing that pierces the silent, white expanse. His footsteps crunch in the snow as he moves forward, each step leaving a trace of his journey through this frozen world. Standing at the edge of a treacherous cliff, our protagonist realizes the massive challenge before him. I have to cross this cliff. The daunting cliff looms large, its icy surface slick and unwelcoming, a true test of his resolve. Desperation creeps in as he yells into the void. "Is anyone there?" hoping for a response from the icy silence. His gaze sharpens, his resolve unwavering as he scans the horizon, the snow continuing to fall around him. From the distance, a voice carries over the wind. "This way," providing a glimmer of hope in the desolate landscape. As he turns toward the sound, recognition dawns on him. "That's," he thinks, as he spots a group in the distance. The realization hits him like a ton of bricks. "The group of mages that appears in the tutorial, isn't it?" he muses, piecing together the mystery. A group of mysterious figures stands tall in the snow, cloaked and ready, their presence both ominous and intriguing. Amidst a snowy expanse, one brave soul stands atop an icy cliff yelling, "I'm over here. Man, this dude's not scared of heights." A group on the opposite cliff is like, "Hey, there's no bridge. Can you even cross?" They're throwing some serious side-eye. Undeterred, our cliff-jumping hero is like, "Yes, I am on my way." Talk about confidence, right? The group decides to chill as they ponder, since he said he would cross. They're skeptical, but hey, he's got guts. One guy speculates, to cross this cliff, he'd have to be at least a third-class knight. They're setting the bar high. Another person wonders, could that young boy do such a thing? The jury's still out, folks. And then, bam! "Huh," says one of them, realizing something's up. Boom! The astonishment hits as they see what's going down. Magic's afoot. The boy starts glowing and getting ready for the leap of faith. It's about to go down! With epic flair, the boy's leaping across the cliffs, leaving the group speechless. Skill level, wizard. They're just standing there, mouths agape, like they've seen a magic show. Magic takes over as he lands gracefully on the other side. It's like a snowboarding trick, but with magic. With a determined look, the boy's doing some serious cliff surfing, leaving his doubters in the dust. With a final touch, he lands with style and finesse. He showed them how it's done. Out in the snowy wilderness, we see floating islands defying gravity, their surfaces lit up with magical energy. Someone in the area is clearly startled, wondering just what in the mystical world is happening. Among the snow-covered landscape, a group of cloaked figures stands in awe, trying to decipher the magic at play. They speculate about a jumping type of magic, but remain unsure. A closer look at the cloaked figures reveals one with striking blue hair peeking out from beneath the hood, adding an air of mystery and intrigue. Another figure, this time with a shock of red hair visible beneath their hood, labels the magic as a blink, a term that doesn't seem to impress the others much. The blue-haired figure, eyes closed and seemingly deep in thought, stands among their companions, the snow gently falling around. The scene focuses more on our mysterious blue-haired figure, their face still hidden but the long hair prominently visible, adding to the enigma. Now we have a close-up of the long blue hair flowing from beneath the hood, as if it's trying to tell its own story in this snowy setting. Back to the discussion, another figure skeptically questions if what they're seeing is truly a blink. The confusion is real in this magical mystery. They continue to debate, pointing out the usual limitations of the blink spell, such as its lack of control over direction and distance. Suddenly, a burst of golden magic occurs, leaving one of the cloaked figures visibly shocked. It's a magical feat that seems to defy their understanding. In a flurry of motion, the hooded figure leaps with a burst of energy, leaving everyone else in awe of what's unfolding before their eyes. The red-haired figure is left with a stunned expression, uttering a simple "ah" as the magical display unfolds. The focus zooms in on the red-haired individual's face, capturing their jaw-dropped surprise as they try to process. Those two people, cloaked and mysterious, appear amidst the snow, setting the stage for some serious drama. Are they with the boy? Questions linger in the chilly air as tension builds. Our young protagonist, sporting brown hair and a worried expression, seems caught in the crossfire of unfolding events. Close up on a cloaked figure's face, revealing surprise and perhaps a hint of impending action. Ah, a startled exclamation as something unexpected or alarming happens. Fire magic ignites, swirling with power as our cloaked figure reveals their true capabilities. Fiery runes and symbols burst forth, casting an intense glow as the magic intensifies. A cloaked figure, now fully engaged in the magical onslaught, appears determined, unleashing their power. A dazzling array of magical symbols and fiery energy fills the scene, suggesting a powerful attack is in motion. The attack takes shape, a towering inferno reaching skyward, its heat palpable even through the page. Hey, watch out! A voice cries out, a warning of imminent danger as the magic spirals out of control. Shit! The young man reacts with urgency as the magic reaches its explosive crescendo. The explosion sends our young hero sprawling, his resolve tested as he fights to stay on his feet. Amidst the chaos, our protagonist leaps into action, determination etched on his face as he confronts the magical storm. Meet our brown-haired protagonist, caught off guard by some intense magic swirling around him. His face is a mix of surprise and determination, as if he's thinking, "What did I get myself into this time?" The air is ablaze with fiery swirls of magic, casting a dramatic scene that screams danger zone. It's like a magic disco, but with way more fire. Standing on a precipice, our hero glances at two mysterious figures in the distance. They're cloaked and ominous, like the villains from a fantasy thriller. His mind races as he wonders if they're connected to that mercenary he tangled with earlier. His thoughts are racing, wondering if these two shady figures are part of the mercenary's gang. He knows this whole situation spells trouble, and he's not about to let his guard down. Despite the blur, our hero's focused expression can be sensed. As assessing the situation, probably thinking about his next strategic move. The countdown begins. His blink skill has a cooldown of 3 seconds. Not exactly instant, but it'll have to do in this intense magic showdown. Realizing he can't dodge every magical strike, he's got a plan brewing. It's not about avoiding every hit, but finding the right path and the next floating stone to step on. Hez on the lookout for that elusive floating stone to give him leverage. It's a high-stakes game of leapfrog, and Hez determined to win. His eyes widen in alarm, catching sight of something unexpected. It's the moment right before an intense action sequence, and you can feel the tension. Out of nowhere, a swirling vortex of magic appears, ready to strike. It's like the ultimate magical power move, and our hero's got no time to waste. The magic attack continues, creating a whirlwind of energy. Things are getting real, fast, and the air is thick with suspense. The scene intensifies as the magic seems to multiply, creating an almost tangible threat. It's a showdown of epic proportions. Standing firm, our hero faces the attack head-on. His stance is determined, showing he's ready to counter whatever comes his way. It's a classic hero moment. With a burst of power, his face lights up with magic energy. He's not backing down, ready to unleash some serious counterattack. As the magic pressure mounts, a grunt escapes his lips. He's feeling the strain, but there's no way he's giving up now. The scene opens with the sound of a crack, signaling the precarious footing of our main character, who is trying to maintain his balance on a floating stone. His internal monologue reveals his anxiety as he shouts, "I'm going to fall," indicating the dire situation he finds himself in. The man is shown in full, caught in mid-air, his face filled with panic as he falls through the sky amidst swirling snow. The focus shifts to his determined gaze, a hint of sweat on his brow, as he surveys the scene below, looking for a chance to save himself. With a gasp, he reaches out, attempting to grab onto something, anything that might halt his fall. His frustration is palpable as he curses the floating stones for being out of reach, realizing the difficulty of his task. In a burst of energy, he springs into action, his coat billowing around him as he propels himself through the air. Hope fills his thoughts as he aims to land on one of the stones, praying for a miracle to stop his descent. His expression turns to one of fierce determination, his eyes wide with resolve as he braces for the impact. Suddenly, a dramatic shift occurs as a bright light surrounds him, altering the atmosphere with its radiant glow. The light intensifies, enveloping him completely, suggesting a twist of fate or a mysterious intervention. With newfound momentum, he dives toward a stone, his hand outstretched, ready to seize his chance at survival. As he nears the stone, the tension builds, his fingers poised to grasp the scene opens with a fierce snowstorm, a lone hand clutching desperately to the snow with the words "I survived" floating over the scene. The chilling winds of fate seem to whisper secrets of survival, yet uncertainty lingers like a bad smell in a crowded elevator. The view pans out to reveal a determined young man hanging by the skin of his teeth. His clothes are battered, and his face is locked in a grimace of determination. One could say he's trying to hold on to life with the grip of a hungry toddler on a cookie. Suddenly, the ground beneath him gives way, and he starts falling, a dance with gravity that ain't gonna end well. His coat flutters like a flag in a storm, and the descent seems faster than a cat on roller skates. Flames erupt in a blaze of glory, threatening to engulf everything in their fiery embrace. The colors are vivid, a fiery orange that roars with the intensity of 1,000 suns, and our guy's hair gets a funky new wind-swept style. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, his internal monologue kicks in with a dramatic, or maybe not, as the fireballs continue their relentless pursuit. Talk about optimism getting slapped in the face by reality. The fireballs continue their chaotic dance, spiraling with the intensity of a disco on steroids. Our hero is literally between a rock and a hard place, and neither seem keen on making friends. His eyes, wide with fear, stare into the inferno as he realizes, "I'm going to die." Honestly, it's a bit melodramatic, but given the circumstances, we'll let it slide. Just when all hope seems lost, a surge of blue energy bursts forth, the kind of dramatic entrance you'd expect from a superhero, or maybe just a really intense karaoke session. The storm of colors continues, clashing in a beautiful mess of chaos and destruction. If colors could argue, this would be a full-blown courtroom drama. The fiery and icy energies clash with a vigor that could rival a toddler's tantrum. It's a showdown of epic proportions, a battle of wills and colors that refuse to back down. As the clash continues, our hero is swept up in the whirlwind of energies, hanging on to dear life. In the distance, under a sky filled with swirling clouds and shards, two figures are standing, seemingly unfazed by the chaos around them. The atmosphere is charged with mystery as the scene unfolds further, revealing a young man holding a cloak tightly against the cold, his eyes filled with curiosity and determination. His thoughts are racing, trying to comprehend the magical phenomena that just occurred. An ice spear, wrapped in lightning, was cast flawlessly, challenging his understanding of magic. More bewilderment follows as he questions how such a feat was accomplished in a tutorial setting, where limitations are usually set on magical abilities. Down below, a group of cloaked individuals huddle together, expressing disbelief at the event, their faces marked with shock and awe. As the scene continues, a cloaked figure emerges, commanding the attention of everyone around with an aura of authority and mystery. The figure's presence alone seems to intensify the swirling magic in the air, leaving the observers in silent anticipation. Even the ground beneath them seems to whisper the impossibility of the event, leaving everyone questioning the reality of the magic they just witnessed. The disbelief among the cloaked figures is palpable, as they struggle to accept what has unfolded before them. The tension grows thicker, leaving the atmosphere charged with unspoken questions and a sense of impending revelation. Amidst a swirling snowstorm, a character finds themselves in a precarious situation, yelling as they slide uncontrollably down a snowy mountain. The cold, harsh winds whip around them, setting a thrilling tone. The snow continues to fall heavily, obscuring the surroundings and adding to the perilous atmosphere. The landscape is unforgiving, offering no respite. The character appears to have survived the fall, finding themselves on the edge of a cliff. The snowy landscape stretches out before them, revealing the extent of the icy terrain. With a sigh of relief, the character acknowledges their survival, expressing a sense of disbelief at their luck in the harsh environment. Clinging to the cliff's edge, the protagonist is revealed to be a young man with brown hair, wearing a long coat. His expression is one of exhaustion mixed with relief. In the distance, the snowy expanse is dotted with a group of cloaked figures, and a couple of carts, suggesting a mysterious presence in this icy world. The snowflakes continue to fall, adding to the tension and mystery of the scene. The snowy scene persists, emphasizing the harsh and cold environment the characters are in. The young man approaches a group of cloaked figures, initiating a conversation with one who has blue hair. The interaction hints at an important meeting. The protagonist's face is blurred as he expresses surprise during the conversation with the cloaked figures, indicating a sense of intrigue or realization. Thanking the blue-haired figure for their help, the protagonist shows gratitude for assistance received during the mountain mishap. The blue-haired figure, with a cloak that partially obscures their face, responds nonchalantly, dismissing the gratitude and highlighting a sense of detachment. The protagonist stands awkwardly, acknowledging the blue-haired. Meet our contemplative protagonist, who's got his mind wrapped around a girl with the most enchanting voice, but approaching her seems like trying to catch smoke with bare hands. Our dude's got a lot on his mind, thinking about those bandit types who are up to no good, pillaging villages like they're in a medieval buffet. The twist here? It's not really bandits causing all the chaos. It's the dark demon cult pulling the strings, making mischief like it's their full-time job. Standing tall on a cliff with the wind in his hair, our guy's got a plan. Once he crosses into the mage's territory, he's free as a bird from those pesky dark demons. Feeling confident, he realizes these dark demonic folks don't even know who he is, making him as mysterious as a shadow in the night. There is a sudden magical ping in the air, signaling that something big is about to happen, like a door opening to another world. With resolve in his step, he heads toward the magical barrier, ready to embrace whatever's on the other side. And here we are, about to dive into episode 2, where our hero is all set to enroll. Alright, so here's our boy with a serious case of confusion, asking if this is the second episode. He's got that puzzled look, like he just woke up from a nap and doesn't quite know what's happening. He seems to calm down a bit, thinking it won't be too hard. But hey, we've all been there, right? Famous last words. Boom, Stella Academy appears on the scene. Seems like the place where all the magic happens. Literally. And now, our dude's sweating bullets, looking like he just realized he's in over his head, has thinking, how am I supposed to go through school days at this age again? Clearly, he's not thrilled about going back to school, like most of us wouldn't be. Hey, check this out. Our story kicks off under the tranquil night sky, where the moon hangs like a glowing slice of cheese in the vast darkness. Stars are doing their twinkling thing, and clouds lazily drift across the celestial canvas. It's the kind of night that makes you want to howl at the moon or break into a cheesy love ballad. Now, we find ourselves in a scene straight out of Fantasyland. A wagon, lit by a warm glow, is making its way through a rugged, mist-filled landscape. Those jagged rocks and mountains look like they could be hiding some serious secrets. The vibe is all mysterious and adventurous, like we're about to uncover a hidden treasure or bump into a couple of friendly trolls. Inside the wagon, the atmosphere is cozy, yet tinged with secrecy. Hooded figures sit quietly, their faces concealed by shadows. The rhythmic clatter of the wagon wheels on the rocky path sets a steady pace, perfect for storytelling. It's the kind of setting where you expect a wise old sage to suddenly start talking about prophecy or destiny. Among the cloaked travelers, we get a glimpse of a young man. His head hangs low, and he seems lost in thought. The dim light reveals his soft features and tousled brown hair. He's giving off that mysterious vibe, like he knows something important, but ain't ready to spill the beans just yet. The wagon continues its journey, and the young man, in a moment of reflection, closes his eyes. He's probably thinking about something deep, or maybe just trying to catch a quick nap. Either way, the silence inside the wagon is palpable, broken only by the occasional creak of the wooden wheels. Now we get a closer look at our mysterious young traveler. His attire is simple, with a slightly disheveled collar. He sports a thoughtful expression, like he's pondering the mysteries of the universe or deciding what to have for dinner. Whatever's going on in his head, you can tell it's something important. As the young man rests his eyes, the scene shifts. We catch a glimpse of his face, illuminated by the soft glow of the wagon's lantern. His expression, a mix of determination and melancholy, suggests he's contemplating a dream or a memory that's dear to him. Suddenly, a voice breaks the silence. Yeah. The young man lets out a soft groan, as if he's recalling something unpleasant or struggling with a fleeting thought. It's a moment of vulnerability, revealing a glimpse into his inner turmoil. A dramatic shift in the atmosphere as darkness envelops the scene. A voice emerges from the void, almost like a whisper. M. The tension builds, hinting at a connection to something significant, perhaps a name or a memory that's about to surface. The darkness gives way to a vivid memory. The young man, now a child, bursts into the scene with excitement. "Mom!" he exclaims, his eyes wide with joy and enthusiasm. It's a heartwarming flashback, revealing a cherished moment from his past. Meet the young version of our mysterious traveler. Has all smiles and energy, clutching a book like it's his most prized possession. His eyes sparkle with determination, and he's dressed in a simple white outfit. This kid's got big dreams, and he's ready to share them with the world. With a youthful determination, he declares, "I'm gonna be a mage when I grow up." It's a bold statement from a kid who knows exactly what he wants. The scene captures his ambition and the innocence of childhood dreams. You can almost feel the excitement radiating from him. A gentle voice responds with warmth and encouragement. "Yes, I believe in you, Yuseol," says a woman with a kind smile. Her hair cascades around her shoulders and she radiates a nurturing aura. You can sense the bond between mother and son, a moment of love and support. As the memory unfolds, the significance of the book becomes clear. It's a secondhand magical text, a testament to his parents' sacrifices and dedication. The secondhand magical text that Mom and Dad got me by working really hard to save up. The boy reflects on the effort and love behind this precious gift. The focus shifts to the book itself, held tenderly in the boy's hand. Its worn cover suggests it's been through a lot, but it's a symbol of hope and dreams. The scene captures the essence of childhood ambition, underscored by the support of family. "I'm going to study really hard and make my parents happy." A young boy, with determined eyes and a heart full of ambition, sits surrounded by books in a cozy library. He's got that classic, "I'm going to conquer the world" vibe, has sitting cross-legged, deeply engrossed in a massive book. The kid's rocking a shirt and shorts combo, looking like he's ready to take on the world of academia. In a sweet, quiet moment, a woman, presumably his mom, lovingly drapes a blanket over the boy as he dozes off at his desk. The love in the air is palpable. The room is silent, except for the sound of pages turning and perhaps a gentle snore as the boy rests his head on his book. Doctor. The mood shifts dramatically as the woman speaks with a tremor in her voice, clearly worried. The scene turns tense as the woman's face, partially blurred, expresses deep concern. Something serious is up. "Did you just say that my son has mana leakage syndrome?" The woman, now in a full-blown panic, clutches her son as they face a man in a hat, likely the doctor. The revelation is shocking, to say the least. The boy stands there, looking utterly confused and perhaps a bit scared, as his mother holds him close. The weight of the diagnosis hangs heavy in the air. No, the boy, with his eyes wide in disbelief, can't wrap his mind around what's been said. Denial is written all over his face. There's no way. Still processing the shocking news, the boy's mind races. Could this really be happening? Are these Baekusel's memories? The boy, in a state of confusion, questions his own memories. His hands tremble, the reality of the situation sinking in. Or, the mystery deepens as the boy contemplates the possibility that these might not be his memories at all. "Where?" In a moment of raw emotion, the boy cries out, tears streaming down his face. The rain pours down, matching the storm of emotions within him. My memories. Standing alone in the rain, the boy is left questioning the very essence of his identity. Are these truly his memories? Hair tousled and mind probably still half asleep, our mysterious dude is coming back to reality. The vibe is a mix of confusion and realization as he takes in his surroundings. What's that sound? His head is spinning as he tries to piece it all together. Meet the man who looks like he just had an existential crisis overnight. Sporting a classic cloth, I just woke up expression with a sprinkle of sweat on his brow. He's got that deer in headlights look. Maybe he dreamed of something wild, but reality is calling him back. A blur of motion as the scene shifts, revealing the back of his head. Whatever he was dealing with, it's still haunting him. But wait, what's that blur in the corner? Someone else is in the picture. Unclear and distorted face, but the guy's definitely having a moment. His hands on his forehead, perhaps nursing a headache or a bad dream hangover. The mysteries continue. Finally, the face behind the moment is revealed. He's got yellow eyes that seem like they're questioning his life choices, and his hair is a messy masterpiece. The sweat drop on his face says it all. Rough night, maybe? The sky's painted with the colors of dawn, and our groggy hero realizes it's morning. Time waits for no one, not even for those coming to terms with the new day. Snow-capped peaks peek through the carriage window. The beauty outside contrasts with the turmoil inside. It's a peaceful scene, but what's on our guy's mind? Enter stage right, a pink-haired fellow, all chirpy and ready to wake our sleepyhead up. He's got that rise and shine vibe, the kind that makes you wonder if he's a morning person or just naturally annoying. Our protagonist is still in his half-dazed mode, taking in the words of his carriage companion. He's probably wondering if he's dreaming or if this pink-haired guy's for real. The journey isn't over yet. The carriage is heading to Lizoicha, the satellite city of Arcanium. Sounds like an adventure waiting to happen, and our hero better wake up fully for it. With a flourish of magical text, the title of the manhwa appears. It's the 5th chapter, and the mystery deepens as the crew decides it's time for a pit stop, right there in the chilly snow. A carriage stands out against the icy backdrop, and some hooded figures look like they're about to drop a mixtape. Our main dude, with a stylish coat, suggests the break. Probably needs a nap. As the snow crunches underfoot, our coat-wearing hero stretches like he's been sitting in an office chair for hours. You can almost hear the that comes with a good stretch. And there he goes, stretching all the way up, trying to shake off the chill. His outfit's got that cool, layered look. A mix of medieval and modern flair, just like his world. His eyes widen with surprise, like he just realized he left his phone at home. Something's caught his attention. Enter the mysterious figure, with icy blue hair flowing under her hood. She's got that I see everything vibe, and her gaze could freeze fire. She's got a cloak that seems to blend with the falling snow. The atmosphere gets a bit more mysterious with her arrival. Question mark alert. Our hero's got that expression. He's trying to figure out what's up with this blue-haired enigma. She's got moves. Her cloak sways, adding to the mystique. It's like she's about to pull off a magic trick. Whoa, talk about cold vibes. Our hero's internal monologue reflects on the chilly reception. It's colder than your ex's heart. But hey, despite the frosty vibe, things are looking up. Our hero's relieved, thinking things could be worse. He's got that hopeful smile. His thoughts wander to the timeline of this world. It's modernish, which is a plus. No medieval struggles today. Welcome to Etherworld, where magic exists. We're introduced to our main dude who's gearing up for a trip to Lizoicha, where hell catch a ride on a flying ship. The destination? Arcanium, folks. That's the city of magic where all the cool stuff happens. Getting a glimpse of that snowy ground, we see the protagonist's boots ready for the journey ahead, leaving us to imagine what epic adventures await. Lizoicha is on the route to Arcanium, and it seems like the upcoming journey is going to be packed with magical vibes. The scene sets the tone for what's to come. Arcanium is where the real action kicks in, the city of magic, the place where spells fly and dreams come alive. Our character's adventure is about to level up. Arcanium boasts some rad magic towers and 5 top-notch academies. This place is basically Hogwarts on steroids, with mage knights strutting their stuff. The creme de la creme of magic academies is revealed. Stella Academy, the place where the magic elite gather, honing their skills and flexing their magical muscles. Stella Academy appears with a backdrop of towering structures, and our protagonist seems to be among some shadowy figures, maybe future classmates or rivals. It's like the magic version of Harvard. Boom, Stella Academy is the name on everyone's lips, the place to be for those with magical prowess. If you're not here, you're missing out. Because of its reputation, Stella is packed with geniuses and nobles from across the globe. Our protagonist is scratching his head, wondering how he even managed to snag a spot there. Our main guy, looking thoughtful and a bit puzzled, is trying to figure out how Baek Yusol scored admission into Stella. It's a head-scratcher for him, but he's got to roll with it. He's lost in thought, probably thinking, did I leave the stove on? Or what skills do I even have? It's a classic existential crisis moment. Checking out his skills, we find out he's dealing with mana leakage syndrome level 1. Not ideal, but hey, it gives him a slight boost in strength and agility. And there's more. Our protagonist has a sixth sense ability that lets Baek pondering his life-saving skills, gives a nod to his sixth sense and detection acceleration abilities. Without them, he'd be toast, like bread left too long in a toaster. Has analyzing a pretty intense document, revealing that his sixth sense gobbles up his mind power to detect mana within a 12-meter radius. Detection acceleration helps him dodge attacks even when he's not watching. Talk about eyes in the back of your head. The dark atmosphere reveals the downside of Baek life, the infamous mana leakage syndrome. It's like having a leaky bucket when you're trying to save water. A cursed physique indeed. Flashback alert. We see a young Baek with his mom and some mysterious dude in a hat. They seem concerned, probably discussing the syndrome. It's revealed. The inherent curse poor Baek has been dealing with, mana leakage syndrome. It's like his life's been stuck in a horror movie. Close up on Baek face, he's got that deep in thought expression. You can almost see the gears turning in his head as he figures out how to deal with his curse. Despite the curse, Baek sixth sense lets him feel the mana around him. It's like he's got radar, sensing those magical vibes. Bonus feature. His sixth sense lets him dodge attacks coming from any direction, perfect for those surprise ninja attacks. Detection acceleration kicks in, and it's like time slows down for Baek Has dodging those speedy attacks like a pro athlete. He can sense threats faster than any human could detect. If only he could use this skill in a dodgeball game. Baek skills are crucial since he can't use mana, but using his sixth sense drains his mind power like a smartphone battery on low power mode. His thoughts shift to his stats. Time for a little self-evaluation. Stats time. Baek got decent numbers for strength, agility, and endurance. His mana is non-existent, but hey, remaining EXP of 10 is something. Despite his mana leakage syndrome trait, he thinks his starting stats aren't too shabby. A little positivity goes a long way. The original Baek had really low sensitivity. Sounds like he was as sensitive as a rock, but it seems like part of his stats took a boost from another character's development. In the Ether world, there isn't just one level, but one for each stat. Stats are displayed in stars. Talk about star power. The stats are displayed: strength, agility, endurance, sensitivity, stamina, and mind power. Seems like Baek stats are a mixed bag. Skills are in the form of levels, and those levels are measured in stars. Maximum stat level is 9 stars, but that's like a unicorn, impossible to reach. After 10 years of gaming, our protagonist only reached 8 stars in stamina and sensitivity. Talk about dedication. But now, investing in sensitivity is the plan to boost sixth sense and reaction speed. Stamina and flexibility can be raised through other means. Flexibility training, anyone? That's done. Sensitivity is up, but there's no rest for the wicked. The mana leakage syndrome is the next challenge. Mamma mia! If this syndrome isn't trained, survival becomes as likely as a snowball in a desert. Time to upgrade to Secrets of Nature. The way to reinforce mana leakage syndrome is within Stella Academy. Our hero's journey might just be starting, but they've got some serious business ahead to tackle. Here we have our protagonist, standing in an icy landscape, staring at a glowing blue screen, which seems to contain some secrets about their destiny. Faced with an existential crisis, our protagonist realizes they have no choice but to head to Stella Academy if they want to save the world and cure their syndrome. Talk about pressure. Phew, our hero's really not feeling this whole save the world gig, wishing for some magical help or a quick escape plan from all this madness. With a sigh and a finger raised in thought, our protagonist hopes for something to assist them in this icy predicament. Maybe a hot coffee or a magical artifact. Ping! Looks like they missed some notifications. Who knows what crucial info might be hiding in those unread messages? Confused and a bit intrigued, our hero wonders how they missed these notifications. Maybe a plot twist is lurking in those unread texts. Time to hustle. A hooded buddy calls our protagonist to get moving. Adventure waits for no one, especially when world saving is on the agenda. With a quick acknowledgement, our protagonist agrees to join their companion, promising to check those mysterious notifications later. Priorities, right? An enigmatic figure in a hood watches silently as our protagonist prepares to leave. What's their deal? Friend or foe? Only time will tell. Silent as a shadow, this mysterious blue-haired observer keeps their thoughts to themselves. Could they hold the key to our hero's quest? A blank canvas with the bright sky above, a breathtaking flying ship with sails aloft, glides through the air. It's not your average pirate ship, folks. This is the future, and we're heading to Arcanium. The ship proudly displays its ornate sails, catching the wind as it embarks on its journey. The crew is bustling, making sure everything's shipshape for this epic voyage. As the ship ascends, the sunlight dances off its hull. You can almost hear the creaking of wood and the whoosh of air as it takes off. This ain't your ordinary cruise ship, people. Inside the grand hall, a voice announces the departure for Arcanium. Everyone's settling in, ready for the flight. The air is thick with anticipation. A group of elegantly dressed individuals, including a guy with slick purple hair, are told to take their seats for safety. Who knew flying could be so posh? Amidst the hustle and bustle, a blurred figure is seen. Is it a mysterious passenger or just an artistic camera angle? The intrigue builds. Someone's having a bit of a laugh at a young man looking lost. His bewilderment has turned him into the butt of the joke. It's tough being the new guy on a flying ship. The purple-haired dude and his pals are chatting about the newcomer. They reckon he's never set foot on a flying ship before. Country bumpkin alert. One of the snobs is grumbling about Stella allowing peasants aboard. The nerve has not thrilled about mingling with the common folk. The lost little kid turns out to be a young man with brown hair and striking golden eyes. He's soaking in the grandeur of Stella's famous flying ship. The purple-haired guy and his entourage are still gossiping about the young man, worried about sharing space with these lowly folks. Talk about high society drama. The young man stands amidst the fancy crowd, feeling the weight of their stares. It's a showdown between class and curiosity. As tensions rise, the young man remains. All right, folks, picture this. Our mystery man with the blurred face seems to have something on his mind. He's rocking a brown jacket with a casual vibe, and the tension in the air is palpable. The guy we just saw lets out a deep sigh, phew, as if he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. Enter the purple-haired dude, clearly not amused by the sighing and ready to throw down some words. The purple-haired guy, dressed in a snazzy suit, seems to be pretty ticked off by the sighing dude. There's some serious side-eyeing going on here. Now, our golden-eyed protagonist is getting called out. Did you just sigh at us? The purple-haired dude demands, clearly not in the mood for any sass. As the tension mounts, the scene shifts. Our protagonist is standing firm, while the blurred faces in the crowd keep their eyes peeled. Purple hair, red tie, and an attitude that says, "I don't have time for your sighing nonsense." This fella's ready for a confrontation. With a shout, the purple-haired man seems to be losing his cool. "Hey, you, stop over there," he yells, as if someone's about to make a run for it. The purple-haired chap is still on the warpath, his voice echoing through the hall. Meanwhile, the crowd seems to be buzzing with whispers. Then, Purple Guy's got a question. Ugh, what the hell? Why's everyone being so loud? Maybe he's not as tough as he seems. Whoa, hold up. Something's caught Mr. Purple's eye, and it's enough to make him stop in his tracks. Our man with the blurred face seems to be in the spotlight, eyes wide with surprise. Enter the regal lady with flowing white hair and a red bow that screams elegance. She's making quite the entrance. Someone in the crowd is clearly flustered, stammering out, "P. Princess Beyond." This princess seems to have quite the reputation. And back to our golden-eyed protagonist, caught off guard. Huh, he wonders, as the air is filled with suspense as the words "Did he say Beyond?" echo across the scene. Everyone is on edge, wondering what this name entails. The aura shifts dramatically with the appearance of a character adorned with striking white hair and radiant red eyes, their face blurred, adding to the mystery. A grand reveal. It's the princess of the Adolabit kingdom, Hongbyon Adolabit, her title and lineage spoken with reverence. Flowers and soft hues frame her presence, enhancing the grace and elegance she embodies. The room is abuzz with whispers and glances as Princess Beyond walks through the crowd, her presence undeniable. Awkwardness ensues as one gentleman, clearly overwhelmed, stumbles over his words, addressing her as "Why, Your Highness," with visible nervousness. A tense exchange follows. Princess Bion's expression calm yet powerful, while the gentleman appears increasingly frazzled. The poor guy can barely manage as he struggles to find his footing in front of royalty. The princess turns away, her hair swishing with grace, leaving the gentleman standing there, still trying to gather his thoughts. She strides confidently through the room, the sound of her footsteps echoing, leaving a trail of awe in her wake. Three gentlemen are left in a state of disbelief, whispering "Your Highness" among themselves, the impact of the encounter. The scene opens up with a young man, looking like he's been hit by a truck of realization. His golden eyes are fixated on something, or rather someone, a woman with long white hair and piercing red eyes. The vibes are strong with this one. Enter the lady with the crimson gaze. Her hair is as white as fresh snow, and she's rocking a white outfit with a bold red bow. The air around her seems charged, suggesting she's not one to mess with. The panel just shows the lower part of the woman's attire, emphasizing her elegance and presence. Little pink petals are floating in the air, adding a touch of softness to the scene. Zoom in on our golden-eyed dude. He's still processing what's before him, and his face screams confusion mixed with a hint of curiosity. Something about the atmosphere feels intense. And there it is, the bombshell. The guy's thoughts reveal that this mysterious lady is the world's villainess. Cue the dramatic music. Now, we're getting some backstory. Hongbion is named as one of the main characters of this world, adding a layer of intrigue and importance to her presence. Hongbion and another girl, presumably the main female protagonist, are shown together. The tension between them is palpable, as we learn they frequently have arguments. With a chilling revelation, the narrative tells us that Hongbion dies in the end. Talk about dramatic foreshadowing. No matter what path is chosen, the outcome for our mysterious lady is harsh and unforgiving. She's facing brutal murder in some endings, like a villain in a horror movie. The girl, with long white hair, seems destined for a tragic fate. In some endings, she faces bullying from the entire academy, leading to expulsion. In another cruel twist, she endures something so shameful that she disappears from public view forever. It's as if fate itself is playing tricks on her. The mystery deepens as she hides her face, overwhelmed with despair. It feels like the developers are out to get her, making her life a living hell. Developers seem to have a personal grudge, ensuring the girl suffers no matter what. The young man, looking a bit stressed, is sweating bullets as he processes the sound of something going kung. It's like he's hearing the sound of his wallet crying. The dude is holding a cup, clearly deep in thought and speechless. Maybe he's thinking about how that cup probably cost him an arm and a leg. As he walks through a door, he's having a mental rant about the prices. Everything's so expensive, he might as well be shopping in the billionaires club. His plan? Just wait till he hits up Arcanium for some grub. Guess he's hoping the prices there won't eat him alive. All of a sudden, there's a mysterious bzz sound echoing through the air. It's like someone's trying to tune into his thoughts. The buzz continues, and the guy looks up, possibly wondering if the buzzing is a sign that he's losing it or if it's something more official. The buzz turns out to be an announcement for everyone. Maybe it's about some killer sale, or just a reminder that life costs too much. A striking lady with long silver and pink hair is gazing out the window, looking like she might be pondering the meaning of life or just vibing with the scenery. Meanwhile, a girl with icy blue hair is chilling with a book, probably hoping the announcement isn't something that'll interrupt her chill vibes. The announcement instructs everyone to head to the first floor. No drama, just a friendly reminder that movement is needed. Another character, this time with a cute ribbon in her hair, seems to be listening intently. Maybe she's worried about missing the bus to Arcanium. A guy in a snazzy suit lounges on a chair, looking like he owns the place. The announcement repeats itself, ensuring no one's left in the dark. Finally, the reminder ends with the repeated message about arriving in Arcanium in 10 minutes. It's like a countdown to adventure, or just a really fancy way to say get moving. The announcement is cut off mid-sentence. Maybe the PA system's having a bad day, or someone decided to keep it mysterious. Our protagonist, a young man with shaggy brown hair and a contemplative expression, seems to be reflecting on a pivotal moment. He's asking himself, is it finally starting? As a bead of sweat trickles down his cheek. The suspense is real, folks. The scene shifts to a bright, glowing circle of determination. Well, either way, this right here is my reality now, he thinks to himself, accepting whatever challenge lies ahead with a calm resolve. We get a clearer look at our protagonist's face. Those golden eyes have a spark of determination, contrasting his earlier apprehension. He's transitioning from questioning to owning his reality, and you can feel the shift in energy. His attire, a simple yet stylish ensemble with a crisscross laced shirt under a brown coat, reflects a mix of casual and prepared. It's like he's saying, I might not be ready, but I'm sure gonna try. With a final burst of enthusiasm, he declares, let's do this. Whatever this is, he's ready to dive headfirst. The scene opens with a peek at our protagonist's head, his eyes focused on a digital screen as he wonders, is this the second episode? Clearly, he's as confused as we are about what's going down. The camera pans out to reveal our man with a look of skepticism on his face. With a furrowed brow, he mutters, well, it doesn't sound like it'll be hard, almost as if he's trying to convince himself. Suddenly, the words Stella Academy flash across the screen in bold, dramatic letters. Yup, we're diving into some magical school shenanigans, folks. Our hero's face is a picture of uncertainty, eyes wide and sweat drop visible, clearly feeling the pressure. The blue swirls around him seem to echo his inner turmoil. With a dramatic sigh, he asks himself, how am I supposed to go through school days at this age again? The struggle is real, people, and our guy is feeling it. The page closes with a shout-out to the creators and where to read more. But let's be honest, our guy's school... The scene is set with a shadowy aura enveloping our protagonist, his mind clouded with heavy thoughts. He's standing there, arms crossed, looking like he's just been hit by a ton of bricks. The weight of the world, or maybe just the academy, is on his shoulders. Our guy lets out a sigh, probably thinking about the mess he just sorted out. But he's not out of the woods yet. He's pondering whether he can make it in this Stella Academy. You know, the usual, can I really do this vibe. But then, bam, a dragon-like shadow appears, crashing into his thoughts. It's like his doubts have taken monstrous form. He's thinking, survive in this world? And it's not just any world. It's a world where shadows might eat you for breakfast. And just when you thought it couldn't get any spookier, 3 figures emerge in the darkness. They look like they're about to drop some epic quest on our hero, or maybe just scare the living daylight out of him. He's staring out the window now, probably wishing he had a magic wand or something to help him out of this pickle. Who wouldn't want a little extra help when creepy shadows are lurking around? Suddenly, his eyes widen. Remember that notification he got? Yeah, turns out he forgot to check it. Typical. But maybe, just maybe, Hey there. Looks like the Constellation Project is handing out some goodies. You get to choose between a downgraded version of the items and skills you used in the game, or some good old EXP. Talk about a special reward. Our main dude is having a moment of introspection, wondering if these system people have some kind of commercial ethics. I mean, he's not wrong. It's like they're offering him a watered-down version of the game experience. He's staring at the options with a mix of curiosity and caution. Let's see, what should I pick? Decisions. It's like choosing between pizza and fries. Both sound good, but you gotta pick one. He's contemplating some flashy options, like returning light or praise of the Flash. Could he snag them? Only time will tell, but he's got his eyes set on something dazzling. As the search results roll in, it turns out those items he wants might be a bit too high grade and will face a serious downgrade. Bummer, right? It's like hoping for a gold watch and getting a rubber band. Now he's thinking about hyperspace blink, but alas, it's an advanced skill and can't be snagged. However, there's a silver lining. He can enhance his blink skill slightly with the reward. Not too shabby. The reality check hits him. Do you really have to downgrade? He asks. His narrative power isn't enough to fully materialize the rewards. It's like having a movie script but missing the blockbuster budget. Then, a curious question pops up in his mind. What is that? He's clearly intrigued by something mystical. We all love a good mystery, don't we? The narrative power is explained. It's the driving force of the story's progression. If he continues exploring unknown branches, it'll accumulate. Think of it like stacking up frequent flyer miles. In short, our guy realizes he's too much of a newbie to get those late-game items. He's got the enthusiasm, but it's like trying to race with training wheels still attached. There's a moment of silence, both from the system and him. It's the classic moment where thoughts are brewing, but words are still loading. Finally, we see his determined face, golden eye. What about Bulbul glasses? The setting is a grand hall with an opulent vibe. Our hero is pondering over the Bulbul glasses, the elusive item that sounds like something out of a sci-fi flick. The system examination is in, and guess what? The glasses can be provided. Our protagonist, caught in a whirlwind of thoughts, is about to make a decision. All right, it'll go with that then. The decision is made, and the dramatic tension is almost tangible. And there it is, folks. The Bulbul glasses, glimmering with possibilities, are now in his grasp. He never thought he'd actually wear this thing. Meet our protagonist, looking at the glasses with a mix of curiosity and skepticism, as ready to embrace the unknown. Bulbul glasses contain all the information collected while playing the game. This is the moment when the glasses reveal their true purpose. In Etherworld, recalling information was a Herculean task. Players had to get creative with storing knowledge, and the Bulbul glasses are a product of that creativity. And I too did that. Our protagonist joins the ranks of those who harness their ingenuity to store precious game data. The glasses are on, and our hero is about to dive into a world of stored secrets. The energy is palpable. Bulbul glasses are your memory savior, storing every piece of knowledge you've seen. With special features like the Bulbul folder and seal, they're quite the powerhouse. Activating these glasses requires mind power, adding an extra layer. The scene unfolds with our protagonist giving off serious hacker vibes, asking the digital interface to open a folder. It's like he's about to dive into some next-level tech magic. As the folder opens, we see categories like alchemy materials, hunting grounds, dungeons, monsters, and characters. It's like a menu for the ultimate RPG adventure, and our guy seems ready to take it all on. All right, the screen is filled with holographic images, probably potential foes or allies. Our protagonist thinks this setup is good enough, pondering the grind potential in this real-life game world. This place is real life, but it's got a game vibe. Our hero is thinking about grinding like it's WoW, but in real life. He's got some system vibes going on, and he's about to bring back the skills. Our protagonist looks like he's straight out of a fantasy novel, but he's rocking some glasses that make him feel half as powerful as his old self. It's like he's got a cheat code, but only half active. Suddenly, there's a whisper in the air. Someone mentions Isel, and our hero's interest is piqued. What's the deal with this mysterious person? Oh, you mean the traitor Dutch Malf's eldest daughter? The plot thickens. Isel's got some serious baggage, and the crowd's not holding back on the gossip. In walks Isel, looking like she's stepped out of an enchanted realm. She's got flowing blue hair and a mysterious presence, the room's filled with murmurs about her. Yikes, Isel's presence seems to stir some drama. Folks are questioning her audacity to show up, and the room's atmosphere is buzzing with tension. Shh. Okay, so we've got our main guy sporting some stylish glasses, pondering over someone named Azel. He's got that, who dat expression going on, and it's clear he's in a fancy setting. The mystery begins. Now we're diving into the magical world of Bulbul glasses, which let our guy check out character info like he's got the cheat codes to life. He's thinking about how he can register or peep into the story's peeps. Handy, right? Our fellow's face is a bit blurred here, but he's clearly having a moment, perhaps a eureka one. Those glasses are working overtime, it seems, and he's piecing together some juicy details. Boom, we've got the lowdown on Azel Malf. She's a fake heroine, an ice lightning mage, and has some unique food habits. She's from the Malf Duchy, and her father's death took a toll on her family. Intriguing character alert, has processing the fact that Azel is the fake heroine. The gears in his head are turning, and he's starting to connect the dots. Who is Azel really? There is a mysterious figure with flowing hair, presumably Azel, walking away while our dude watches. He's in deep thought, pondering the enigma that is Azel. Our guy's ready to spill the tea on Isel, the fake heroine. He's about to drop some wisdom, and we're all ears. Now, we're getting a plot twist. This world is a game called Etherworld. Our dude's in this virtual realm, which is based on a romance fantasy novel. The plot thickens. Looks like Etherworld is inspired by a novel titled Don't Love the Princess. This is where things get juicy, as the narrative unfolds in layers like a delicious lasagna. The novel revolves around Azel, who faced family loss. She's the heroine, tackling life head-on despite the challenges. Our glasses-wearing friend is diving into her story. Azel grows by confronting Hongbyon the villainess. She's on a journey of self-discovery and overcoming obstacles, setting the stage for some epic battles. The blurred figures are getting cozy. Azel eventually finds her path leading to the male protagonist. Looks like in the grand finale, our heroine's revenge scheme goes poof as the male characters rally around to protect her. Alas, the ending is kinda tragic, thanks to some brutal reader feedback. Here's the kicker. The game's world borrows from the novel, but spins a totally different yarn. And then there's Flame, the original character who swooped in and snagged the heroine's crown. This Flame character isn't just a pretty face, she's got a backstory, folks. Check out these two mystery women striking a pose against a cityscape backdrop. So turns out Flame was living an average life in the modern world, binge reading Don't Love the Princess, and bam, she's transported to this wild world. Azel is the fake heroine in the game, while Flame steals the spotlight as the real deal. A close-up of our thoughtful character, lost in his musings. Despite players hustling, Azel couldn't hack it in any of the game routes. Her failure led to her being bumped off the real heroine pedestal. Our mystery thinker shrugs it off, saying, "Well, it's got nothing to do with me." He's got his specs off, pondering life and its mysteries. But wait, is it just his imagination running wild? He feels a strange sense of familiarity as he spots a mysterious figure with flowing blue hair. The scene kicks off with a mysterious blue-haired lady strolling through a grand hallway. She seems to have a familiar vibe, and someone in the vicinity feels like they've seen her somewhere before, but quickly dismisses it as their imagination. The plot thickens, y'all. Now, here's the dude who's been having a serious case of déjà vu. With his dapper brown hair and suit, he's pondering over his thoughts and getting ready to hop off to Stella Academy, where all the magic happens. Stella Academy, a place that screams Hogwarts vibes, appears with its majestic architecture and serene surroundings. It's like a castle straight out of a fairy tale. The academy is buzzing with students dressed to the nines in some serious swag. They're all gathered, looking like they're about to kick off the school year with some epic adventures. An unblurred mystery man starts speaking to the crowd, introducing some dark demonic humans who are basically mages gone rogue, transforming into monsters. Whoa, talk about a plot twist. Even as we speak, these dark mages are out there, opening persona gates and liberating ancient dungeons. The academy is buzzing as the semester kicks off with a speech that feels like it could have been spiced up a bit. Our destiny as mages is to save the world from the forces of darkness, but one student finds the whole spiel a snooze fest. As the speech drones on, the boredom is palpable. So tedious, echoes through the crowd like a chant of tired students. The ceremony continues with an announcement for the next part. The blurred face seems to be thinking about what's next. Here comes the oath ceremony moment for the 4 students who ace the entrance scores, along with the freshman representative. Students are called to the podium to accept their ceremonial duties. Time for them to strut their stuff. A mysterious figure with captivating pink-tipped hair steps up, leaving others behind as petals float gracefully. Amidst the floral ambiance, a serene face appears, suggesting an aura of mystery and sophistication. Behold, the face of a character who seems to be the center of attention, all smiles and ready for action. 3 students, each distinct in appearance, step up with determined looks, setting the stage for their roles. The elegance and charisma of the students shine bright, matching their status as main characters in this magical tale. The mysterious student with the blurred face and stylish uniform seems to be contemplating something important. Golden eyes observe the scene, discerning the true standout among the crowd, a gleam of recognition. The spotlight is on the freshman representative, Ma Yu-song, who seems to be the star of the moment. All right, folks, here we have a mysterious fella who seems to be the talk of the town. His attire screams elite with that fancy suit, and he's the genius who entered the school with the highest score. People are wondering how someone can be both brains and beauty. The whispers about his intelligence are echoing through the halls. His name's Ma Yusong, and he's got quite the reputation. It's like he's the ultimate prodigy. Now, check out this dude's profile. With a mana status of 9 stars, he might as well be a deity. A natural genius among geniuses, he's got the swag and power to control all the elements like it's no biggie. Seems like someone's got a plan brewing. If they can't reach the true ending, they're at least aiming to dodge the bad endings by steering Ma Yusong to the good side. Sounds like quite the mission. But wait, the success of this plan hinges on someone named Flame. Now who could this be? The suspense is real, folks. All right, we're diving into some deep strategic thinking here. Our character is pondering about the possible outcomes depending on how this mysterious she acts. It's like playing a game of chess where each move matters. Now, we see a blurred face of someone, but it's clear that our character is weighing the options. They reckon that since she is from the same reality as them, it might be wise to get along. But hey, things could get messy if she sees them as an enemy. That's a plot twist waiting to happen. Our thinker here realizes they've got a leg up with some insider info, so there's no need to throw caution to the wind. Plus, there's some intriguing talk about being a romance fantasy game possessor. Seems like the stakes are high and the roles are set. Enter a new face with a serious look, possibly the she from earlier. She's got short, dark hair and a ribbon, looking like she's ready to face whatever comes her way. She's not just a pretty face, but seems to be central to the unfolding drama. With the upper hand in information, our main character is feeling pretty confident. They don't need to risk anything, but they're making a promise. And here comes a twist. There's talk of a romance fantasy novel possessor. This story is mixing genres like a DJ at a party. Now, this character is reflecting on their own importance in the story. It's a bit of a self-deprecating moment, comparing themselves to a shop NPC in a village. We've all been there, feeling like a background character in our own lives. Here's a scene with our character's outfit taking center stage. It's a fancy getup with a bit of a royal vibe. They're ready to play their role, whatever it may be. Zooming in, we catch a glimpse of determined eyes. This character means business, and they're ready to take on the world, or at least this chapter. Now, we see our mysterious girl wielding some serious magic staff action. Her abilities are no joke. She's got the power to cleanse dark, demonic humans. Talk about a superhero vibe. There's more to her than meets the eye. She has a knack for impoverishing those around her, which sounds like a mixed blessing. She's powerful, but not without consequences. Our main character is back, pondering the effects of being around her. It's like standing too close to a fire. You might get burned. The page winds down with a reflection on the character's role, to support the main characters. It's clear the scene is set at an impressive academy, where students are standing on a raised platform. A mysterious figure in a red robe seems to be addressing them. These students are all dressed sharply, ready to embark on their academic journey. There's an air of anticipation as they gaze forward, maybe thinking about the challenges they will face. Suddenly, a thought bubble interrupts the ceremony, advising someone to watch from afar and avoid getting involved as much as possible. This hint of caution adds an intriguing layer to the narrative, suggesting that not everything is as straightforward as it seems. A close-up shot reveals one of the students, impeccably dressed in the academy's uniform, his face hidden from view, making us wonder about his identity and role in the story. The ceremony reaches its conclusion with a formal declaration, closing off the entrance ceremony. The students stand in applause, marking their new beginning at the academy. Among the clapping crowd, students are visibly excited, their faces brimming with potential and enthusiasm. They seem ready to take on whatever comes their way. More students join in the celebration, each dressed in the same pristine uniform, sharing in the collective joy and anticipation of what lies ahead. A jubilant "Yay!" echoes through the hall, capturing the excitement and energy of the moment as the students celebrate their entry into this prestigious institution. With the ceremony and celebrations concluded, a digital notification marks the end of Episode 2, titled Enroll into the Stella Academy, signifying the completion of this chapter in the student's journey.